gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to take a look at, bam, the Ola-X that was sent on to me from MjTech. Now you can find them at mjtcig.com, which, you know how we roll, peeps. We're going to take a quick look at their website. Now, unfortunately, though, we're not going to be able to get any pricing information, because I don't believe these are available stateside yet. However, they should be soon enough. And don't quote me on this, but I hear from all the little birdies in the vape community, and you know those birdies have been wrong in the past, but I hear the MSRP, the manufacturer's suggested retail price on these, are going to be between $35 and $40. And believe me, these are well worth the money. So, we're going to go take a look at the website, then when we come back, we're going to come back to a table shot, because we're going to see what's in the box. Welcome to the brief online tutorial for MjTech. Now let's look at their main website. You can find MjTech at mjtecig.com. So it looks like mjtcig.com. I'll have it up on the screen. But this is the place, well, I should say this is the manufacturer that sells the Ola-X. They also have a Sunfire mod, and they also have a new thing called the Tomahawk. Pricing information really isn't going to be available on this website, because we can look at the starter kits, and as you can see, they have, you know, the Ola-X, the Sunfire E-Mod. They also carry E-Smart and a few other things as well. But there's no pricing, because they are the manufacturer and they deal in wholesale. So at the end of the review, I will have contact information where you can get in touch with them. They carry a lot of different products. Some very nice products too, for that matter. They are a world-class electronic cigarettes manufacturer. They're based out of China. They provide excellent electronic cigarette solutions backed by strong production capabilities and 6 years experience. We are specialized in developing and manufacturing electronic cigarettes to create new vaporing experiences for people around the globe. We provide high-quality atomizers such as the well-sold E-Mod, CE4s through 7 Plus series, ProTank series, and E-Cig batteries such as the Ego series, T-Rex series, 510, and disposable E-Cigs. In order to guarantee quality, our e-liquid spice and key battery cell suppliers are all tops in the industry. Thus, our e-cigarettes are popular in European and American market. I'm not going to go on to read the rest of this, but this is MjTech, which you can find at mjtech, or excuse me, mjtcig.com. E-Cig.com. And that'll do it for the brief online tutorial for MjTech. Now, back to the review. Before I start, I must point out I did receive this free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the product will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. Okay, so this is the Ola-X by MjTech. And as you can see, they show the vaping device, the E-Cig, right here. And this comes in a really cool box. On the side here, they have their company name and the E-Cig device, Ola-X. And then on the other side, they have Enjoy Vapor Life. Yes. Please enjoy Vapor Life. And then, of course, on this side here, they have Made in China. And on the back, we have some details about the Ola-X. Top scale, adjustable voltage, short circuit, atomizer protection, 3 LED light indicates power level, micro USB ego charger port, ego and 510 thread connector. Now, for some reason, they have the tank listed as a cartomizer, but truth be told, it's a Clearomizer. It's not a cartomizer, and it comes with dual coils. It's a bottom control airflow, which has an AFC. Easy to refill, no burning, no leaking, pure and gear taste. I believe they meant great taste, but it says, oh, clear, pure and clear taste. More stable and reliable. And of course they have some parameters over here. A couple of different options for the resistance. The voltage is adjustable 3.3 to 5.5 volts. Of course we're going to get all into that whenever we open a box. And a little bit more about the Clearomizer, which I'll go into more detail when we open a box. So let's open up the box. Okay, so inside this box, which this is nothing like a VHS cassette tape box, so whoever started saying that, please stop, because VHS tapes did not come in a box Just saying. You get the Ola-X user manual, which is a nice color manual, which I'll be going into detail about all that. You get a card saying it's been passed through certification. You get a retractable USB to micro USB charging cord that's white. You get the Ola-X tank, and we're going to look at that here in just a few minutes. And you also get the one of 5 different style Ola-X batteries. Now, right off the bat, we're going to go into the different style batteries that they have, because I'm going to bring up a picture that'll show those right now. Okay, so a little bit more about the Ola-X battery. 5 clicks on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gives you a little indicator like all the Ego style batteries do. And just want to focus in on this here just for a minute now. Right now it's fully charged, so it's going to emit a blue LED. Now there are LEDs here and LEDs here that go all the way around the fire button. Once you drop below 70% on your voltage or your battery level, you'll still have lights, but you'll have more lights than just the 2. The 2 in the center will be red, and then you'll have 2 lights up here and 2 lights up here that'll be blue. Now, once it drops below 20%, all of those lights will turn red. Now, that's an indication that you need to charge. So, let's go into that. You can either charge by way of the top deal here if you have an Ego style charger, but make sure that it is a 4.2 volt Ego style charger, which, let's see, I have an example here. That output DC needs to be 4.2 volts. Any lower, it's going to take longer to charge. Any higher than that, you'll fry your battery. I highly recommend Joytech or Kanger style Ego chargers for that. The one that it comes with is meant for the bottom, which you basically just plug into here with the mini USB. If I can get it in there. There we go. Now it's plugged in there, and then you plug this other end into a USB port, you know, on your computer or your your game or your television, whatever USB port you're using to charge with. It can also be a power bank too. Now what will happen is that this will light up blue, and when it's finished charging, this will just turn off. And that is an indication that it is fully charged. Now, let's take a closer look at the battery. Okay, down here we have the, well, that's not the bottom. Up top we have the MjTech logo and the Ola-X logo. And of course, you've done seen the Ghost Rider type skull. It's a little bit of flamage on the back there. Looks very much like Ghost Rider from the comic book Marvel series. Now, right here we have the variable voltage, which, as you can see there, it's got different indicators. Right now I have it set to 3.3 volts, and see that little notch right there underneath? That's right above the fire button. Now when we turn that, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it has a very clicky sound. And it goes from 3.3 volts on up to 5.5 volts. And of course we have a non-adjustable 510 connection. It has Ego threads around the base. So you can use Ego style tanks, and it's pretty good quality connector. I've had no issues with it. I've been able to put all my miniature Ego stuff on it, as well as a lot of 510 stuff. So it's pretty good. Now, this also can act as a pass-through. If you plug in to the charging port here, you can also use it as a pass-through. So you let's talk about the Ola-X tank. You can see it has some designs there, which there's a few different of these as well. Now I have a picture that shows two of them. I'm going to show you right now. Now of course down here at the base, it'll clear up, there we go, it says Ola-X. Now let's talk about the AFC. Now the AFC, as you can see, has different size holes for airflow. Now the widest hole is at 2 millimeters, where the next in line is 1.6 millimeters. Then we have 1.2 millimeters, and then we have 0.8 millimeters. Down in here, you can see all 4 of the different size airflow holes that there is. Very well construction. This is a 304 food grade stainless steel. Now, I'm not positive, but I think the rest of this tank is actually chrome plated 304 stainless steel because it has a nice chrome finish to it. This is actually a polycarbonate tank. You don't want to put your tank crackers in this because if you put a tank cracker in here, it's liable to bust it. This is, you know, I seen a review about these tanks to where somebody said they were Pyrex. These are not Pyrex tanks. No, that's got a plastic sound to it, and I can almost guarantee that as thin as this is polycarbonate. This is not thick PVC to where it would be polypropylene. So it has to be polycarbonate. So, but needless to say, the tank does hold 1.5 milliliters of e-juice, and that's basically how it's broke down. Now, the atomizer itself, the coil head that comes with it, is a 1.5 dual coil. I mean, basically, there's not really much that I can say about this coil head because it is just like the Kangertech dual coil heads that are in the Kanger products right now. And yes, you can use Kanger style coil heads for this tank. So let's put the tank together. The drip tip is very nice as well. It's a little bit more heavier than your standard ordinary drip tip, but it does have a really good vape hole to, or air hole to it, I guess, vape hole, whatever you want to call it. I believe it's 2 mil in diameter. It might be a little bit bigger. So we're going to take and fill this up with some Bomb Vapor Ice Banana. Pure Ice Banana. I have not had this in a while, so this has been steeping for a while now. And just like with any Clearomizer, you want to fill it from the bottom all the way up until you get to the top of the inside shaft. Then you're going to take your base, put the coil head in through the shaft, and then tighten it up. Put your drip tip on. Now take your Ola-X battery and the Clearomizer, the Ola-X Clearomizer, and just attach it to the battery and just tighten it down. And now you have completed the Ola-X and it is ready to vape. So let's go back out to main view. So here it is in all its glory, the Ola-X. Now, you know, in the past, when I've reviewed bottom coil Clearomizers, I've always said take some primer puffs before you vape. So, and now would be a good time for you to adjust your AFC. I usually put mine in the 2mm setting because I like to have the airiest draw. So let's have a vape. Now, surprisingly, this has a really good amount of vapor production. It also has a really good amount of taste to it. And for the coil head that comes with it, it's a 1.5 ohm coil head. Of course, it has silica in there, and you know, I've never been too big on silica, so eventually at one point in time I'm going to change this coil head out to something that I've rebuilt, because these coil heads are rebuildable. Just want to point that out. And the battery. The battery is actually 73.5 millimeters in length, and it is a 16.5 millimeter in diameter, as well as the tank. So any 16.5 millimeter atomizers would look good on this. Stunning. Now the battery itself has I can't really say a carbon fiber feel, but it has like a not like a rubber type feel to it, but it's got like a grip feel to it, to where it's not like metal. You know, you're not just like on metal surface when you're holding it. That way it doesn't like slip through your fingers. It has a really good feel to it, you know. And the fact that it's variable voltage, you know, that you can, if you get a lower ohm resistance, you can increase the voltage on this, make it taste better, you know, bring out more flavor in what you're vaping. You know what, I just remembered something. When I said the length on the battery, I meant the length on the tank is 73.5 millimeters, so my bad. The length on the battery is 119 millimeters. Now, another thing too that I want to mention is this is a 1300 mAh battery. That's incredible. They also have an option where you can get a 1600 mAh version of this, which here again, that's incredible as well. Let's have another vape. I like it. You know, I gotta say that, you know, it's been a while since I've had any of this bomb vapor pure ice banana, but it is really good in this Ola-X tank. I mean, I'm getting every bit of the banana and every bit of the menthol that's in it. And I've had this with other flavors too. I've had this with custards. I've had this with strawberries. I've had it with even like a cocktail type liquid, such as like a strawberry lemonade, or say a bourbon type liquid. You know, this tank is really good. Now, the only thing that I would suggest to MjTech about what they could do to improve on this design would be to add instead of the twist feature at the top, add a display like down at the bottom, or even right where, like maybe right alongside of the fire button, with a couple of buttons to change the voltage instead of the twist. Because now here's why I say, because eventually that's going to wear down. that twist thing is going to wear down. And then you're not going to be able to change the voltage. So there you have it, my peeps. That is the Ola-X from MjTech, which you can go to their website at mjtech.com. Now for retailers, vendors, resellers, I'm going to have some contact information right here. It's going to be their Facebook address and their email address and their Skype for who to get in contact to go and purchase more of these Ola-X's. So big thank you goes out to MjTech for sending this on to me. Here I am rambling on, and this review is getting longer and longer. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping.